We were better before.
It's been a while. We got to get the sillies out.
We got this. Okay. Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Michelle. Welcome to Steel City Sanctuary, a space for women, mothers, daughters, sons, and the cycles that shape us.
Where we talk about all the stuff women were told not to talk about. Periods, pregnancy, birth, teens, motherhood, raising kids, becoming ourselves.
The divine feminine, everyday magic, and yes, the kind of wisdom that once got women called witches.
If you are looking for honest, grounded, soulful conversation, you're in the right place.
Welcome, welcome. So let's first ground in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
So go ahead and take a nice big deep breath in. And exhale it out, nice and slow. Take another nice big deep breath in. And exhale it out. Good. Welcome, welcome again. Our topic today is
Making friends as an adult.
Yum. This is a hot topic.
It is.
It is. I think it's a hot topic that all of us, both men and women, both masculine and feminine, can really relate to.
Yeah. When do you think, at what age do you feel like it became harder, or the pool of friendship got smaller?
Well, for me, I had my son in my early 20s. So, where I had a lot of friends, but not as many mom friends. Some of my friends were mom friends, but it just got more complicated. Mm-hmm. I would say mid to late 20s, especially when I started finding myself. Okay, this I think is when it became the hardest. Okay. When I really started finding who I am and putting up boundaries, right? Mm-hmm. And so I distanced myself from people that I didn't really align with and didn't really resonate with.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were still acquaintances. There were some people I kicked out of my life, but I mostly was just distancing myself from the people that, didn't really align with my hobbies and likes and beliefs and all of that.
Yeah.
All of it. My energy. Who did I want to have in my energy? Whose energy did I like? Mm-hmm. It became a thing of mood and energy and everything. So I became very picky about who was in my personal bubble. And that is when I think friendships got different.
Yeah. It thinned out the crowd a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yes.
I feel like there's a point in time where you're not solidified on who you are. And in that time, it's really easy to kind of let people in or bump around with different types of people.
Yes.
And then once you really solidify who you are, that does fall away.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I know some people, even who are bumping around,
Yeah. Right.
It can still be hard. Even if you don't completely have those boundaries up or know yourself, it can still be hard to just be vulnerable as an adult. I think is what it comes down to, is to be vulnerable enough to just say hi to that person in the bathroom or that person sitting next to you. And also,
because those opportunities become weird and far between. It's the person sitting next to you in the bathroom, and no longer a new social situation like my kids, where they're all put in a school and it's all these people that are joining a new social situation together.
Right.
So it's kind of designed to set you up to talk and meet.
Yes.
People.
The sports moms or the sports dads.
Yeah.
We're dropping our kids off here. How many days a week? We're stuck here watching their games. We're just
you're talking.
So we're talking it would be convenient. It's friendships out of convenience.
Right. I would say those aren't always
and work friendships too.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That people I just have my work friends. But are your work friends healthy friendships? Or are they toxic friendships too?
Right. Or are they more like surface level friendships?
Yes, right. Or
And are they the ones that you really turn to
exactly
in that time of need or something like that? Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've had work friendships that like they were really close friends of mine because we just spent every day together.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have picked them to be close to me.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Like,
my old coworker knew so much just because of the proximity that we were together every day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't have necessarily picked them, but now they're my person, but their energy is affecting me. Like I had a work friend who is like this, and I would have never picked her if we weren't working together to be friends with, just because we just didn't have a lot in common at all.
Right.
Like
right.
At all, really. But she was very sweet, okay, and very caring, and that we did have in common. She was very sweet. But even though she was older than me, she was not very mature at all. I had to teach this girl how to sweep.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she was in her 30s and I was in my 20s, and I remember I had to like teach her how to like sweep the office and stuff, and like different things, and it was just very much like, okay,
there's a gap. Like there's a huge difference there.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and I was already I just felt like, I don't know, sometimes the friendships that I had at work, were just kind of like, would I be friends with these people?
Right.
If we weren't working together.
Right.
Yeah. So I wonder if you guys feel that way too. I mean, some of you have to feel that way, right? Like,
well, there's that.
And it doesn't make them bad people. They're wonderful people that we work with, or sometimes they aren't. But like, they're wonderful people that we work with, even if we like them. But would you, like, how much do you have in common with them? Like, that's a good question there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I would agree with you. It was like when I got older and wanted to branch out and do things that my friends would never want to do with me. And so I started doing them alone. It was really when I became old enough and mature enough to do things alone.
Gotcha.
That I started meeting new friends. I think that was really how it kind of happened. It was like I don't know. It was like, not that my friends would hold me back in any way, but just because they wouldn't join didn't mean that I couldn't go.
Right.
So I think I'd struggled with that as a younger person, like not wanting to go out and do things on my own.
Right. I definitely hit a point for sure where, I mean, I could do anything. Like, I would be up for anything as long as there was one other person.
Yeah.
But when it came to doing things on my own, it was really terrifying for me for a while, until it wasn't. And then when it wasn't, it's like the world
opens up to you, and you're like, oh, really, I can go do anything alone, or I can do, it starts to get more fun. You know what else this is making me think of? So I was a summer camp counselor too for a while. And I mean, I was a camper as a kid, and then I became a counselor. And so camp counselors, obviously you're working. So you're there before the kids come to camp. You're there a whole week learning all the rules and everything. But one of the biggest things we did was icebreakers.
Like, oh, nice.
Icebreaker, like crazy games and activities. And you're on a, like, like rock climbing walls and ropes courses and like all these like physically intense things where you're like relying on another person to help you get through this thing.
Yeah.
And it was such an intense experience that you did make friends really quickly. Like, you just had to. And I was always thinking, like, there's just nothing like that in the adult world. Like, it's very difficult to find those places and spaces where you can sort of be vulnerable with strangers quickly. Like, where do you find that? Where do you, it's more like we're looking for people that you have common ground with. But a lot of those friendships were not based on common ground. They were sort of based on, like, I don't know, like a mutual trust and help and getting through a situation, even though it was a job. It was a hard job. Being a summer camp counselor was a very intense job. And so we were like in it together, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I think even like retreats work that way, right? Like, you're in sort of an intense bubble of friendship. You get very intimate very quickly. You get vulnerable very quickly. And it sort of just like allows for that friendship to blossom more naturally, quickly.
Yes.
For sure.
I truly believe that vulnerability creates friendship. Mm-hmm. Vulnerability and authenticity Okay, so here's my question. I wanted to ask too, and I'll answer as well. But like, when you meet somebody, what makes you want to be their friend? Do you know what I mean? Like, say you're just, you know, I introduce you to my friend, or, you know, somebody else introduce you, you know, or you're just meeting somebody out, you know, like your husband's friend's wife. You know, what makes you like be like, oh, okay, I want to be friends with them, like, or I think they're cool or whatever. Like,
I mean, it could be deep or superficial, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well,
like it goes both ways.
Okay,
like,
what's the superficial thing?
Like, one of the most superficial things that I thought of, like, and I didn't make friends with this woman, but there was a mom at a playground, and like, she looked cool. Like, she didn't look like all the other moms. She had like a really funky outfit on, and like, she was like reading a book. Like, it was just very, like, there was something about her that I was drawn to, her uniqueness, I guess. It was her uniqueness. There was something really, she wasn't afraid to be herself. And we were at a playground, you know, we're in a park, and it's like, I think there's maybe a type that you expect, and she wasn't it. So it was like, she stood out, she was different, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to be like, wow, I really like your shoes. You know what I mean? And like, strike up a conversation or something. So that's like a totally superficial, right? Like, she said no words to me. Like, there was nothing, there was no exchange there.
Yeah.
But I think other times it can be like watching somebody, like an act that they do. I'm trying, or like, we have a friend who has like a profession that's like really interesting and complex, and their life interests me, or the path that they've taken.
So their life interests you. Right.
Something they do interests me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I find them impressive, I guess. Like, I think there's certain things as I've gotten older that I'm like, wow. You know what I think?
I want to know more about that.
Or a little bit of me is like, if a part of me wants to be like that person, then there's something there for me. Do you know what I mean?
To surround yourself with, you know, images and people and things like that of the life you want.
Yeah. Like,
and the person you want to be and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I think sometimes it's not necessarily like a specific, I hate to be like, it's the vibe, you know, it's more than vibes, but like, honestly, it really is something that you recognize in that person.
I feel like right away, I can feel someone's energy. Like, I'm sensitive to that. Like, I'm an empath. So like, I feel people's energy right away. And sometimes for no reason, they give me the ick.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and I really have to like work through that and be like, am I snap judging this person for something like that I'm not realizing? Or am I just energetically reading them? And that takes a minute to like really sit with in myself, because I want to make sure that it's me reading their energy and not me like snap judging and not realizing it, right? But I feel like I'm really good at reading people's energies, and some people just have such good energy, and I'm just like, I just really want to know you.
Yeah.
Like, I just really feel like we'd get along. Sometimes it's certain clothes that they're wearing, or they have like a button that's like, oh my God, I like that too. Like, you like cats, I like cats, you know?
Right.
So it's the commonalities, like the common interests, the commonalities, or like, I just love the way you're dressed. Like, I feel like we'd get along, you know, or I like a comment that they made, like, you know, they were really sweet to the barista or something, you know, like, it's
that's a good one, actually.
Right?
How
like,
people treat other people in the world is a good one. I think that's a really good example.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, for sure. I can't be around you if you're going to be mean.
Well, like, that'll give me the ick.
Yes. The ick. Right. And those are energetic things that, like, you know, are kind of superficial, but not like, because they're not. That's deep too. That's
deep. I think how you treat people, how you treat animals.
But I love how you brought up that situation where you saw that woman, and really, I had the same thing happen. And it was, okay, I was a young mom, right? It was elementary school. It was our first like Mother's Day picnic at school. And I was like, oh. Like, I was excited to go with my son. But there's going to be all these other moms, and I just really didn't click with any of the moms. It's a huge
social obligation.
Yeah. It is. And I just like, I tried to be on PT. I don't know. I felt, and it had a lot to do with things that I needed to work on too, just out of place because I was such a young mom, and just out of place because I felt like I didn't have anything in common with these women. And like, again, this is me writing the story before I even went to this event, before I even met some of these moms, like just from the experiences I had before that, just getting in my own way, spiraling. So I go to this event and I see this woman and she's sitting with her son, and oh my God, she's dressed just so cute. Like,
Yeah.
she just is so cute. Like, I can just tell, like, she would be fun by what she was wearing. And I saw her like interacting with her son, and I was like, oh, she's cool. She's really cool. And I started getting like, you know, that like, it's like you get a girl crush where you're like, I want to know her. Like,
know more about that
and she's like, oh, we were making clay things because after the picnic, we were like working with clay, and she was at the same table as me. And I'm like, ooh. So it was me and my son and her son, and my son and her son like seemed to get along. Which, like, there's an in, right?
Right.
And she started making these things out of clay. Like, she was so artsy. I was like, oh my God, I want to be like her. Like, again, like, I want to be like as artsy as she is. Like, this is so cool. Like, she just was amazing. So I talked to her and we started chit-chatting, and like, I was like, I told her actually too, I was like, I just thought you were so pretty and so cool.
Yeah.
And like, and she loved it. Like, it made her feel so good that I was like honest with her about like, you know, like, hey, like,
and you see her.
Yeah. I was like, let's hang out. Like, you seem cool. I'm cool. Like, let's
be friends.
I really put myself out there and even told her like, yeah, I think you're gorgeous. And he was really like drawn to you. And yeah. And it was just, it feels sometimes like dating, right? Like dating where you're just like, I like you. I don't know how to tell you, but I like you, you know? So, but yeah, we became friends and it was great. It was really great. And I've had a couple other situations like that where I had these like little girl crushes just for whatever reason. And because of their talents or because of something or whatever. And something they're wearing or anything. It just
something inspires you
about them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, I really want to know them. So, and it's energy, their energy too. Like some people just brighten up rooms, or you just see the deepness in somebody. Like you just see it. Oh, I love sometimes people that are like real quiet, but then they'll make like sly jokes. And you're like, I heard that. I like you.
Yes, the surprise
people. Yes, yep. The quiet surprises. Love them too.
Yes.
Love them.
Yes,
love them.
That's why also sometimes I try to like not, like I said, like there's a woman at the playground and she just looks cool, and I'm definitely judging on a look, and so I know sometimes like she could have been a nice person or not, and then there's the quiet people that you don't expect that like make these really funny, like you know, and you're like, did you just
or really profound or really something, and it's like.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah. I love the surprises.
Me
love
too.
That.
Yeah.
Love that.
Or when a person seems like they might be really hard or like callous, and they actually end up being really warm.
Oh, I love that. I do love that too.
It's great.
I do love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Or the surprises were even like you'll snap judge somebody and be like, oh, they look sporty. And then they're absolutely not sporty, like at all. And you're like, I kind of love that about you. That you're like surprising.
Yeah.
That like you weren't what I expected. Like, yeah. It's just,
I find that a lot when there's like circles or gatherings.
Yes.
There's definitely always women that like, I just didn't expect that. And it's fun.
So so making friends as an adult is difficult, but fun.
Yeah.
But something that changed my life and made it so much easier for me too was joining circles.
Right.
So the women's women's circles. My first circle, I went, by myself, and it was like, I was really nervous, but I was looking online for people to celebrate the solstices with, like the changing of seasons, and just to get deeper and work on personal development and really work on my spirituality and just all sorts of different things. Like I was just looking for like-minded people that I didn't have any friends that were like that.
Right. So you had to go alone.
So I had to search I was like, aching for
Me
it.
too. Like it was like not something you could ignore anymore.
Absolutely not. And I had been solo practicing for a while, but really like on those things. And I've always been like, oh, that's Michelle. Like she's my weird friend or whatever, my woo woo friend or any, you know, and I was fine with that until I wasn't, until I was like, okay, well, I want to meet
community.
Yeah, I want a woo woo community. I want to meet my girls. I want to meet like friends that will practice with me, that will, you know, talk to me about personal development books, that will like, that are a little deeper, you know?
Yeah.
So not that I love my friends that I had at the time. Like they were great. They were. But I started seeing like, okay, how much do we really have in common too? Like,
I think that's natural.
Yeah.
Especially when you make friends younger and you're going to make these decisions. And I don't even think it means that the friendships end.
No,
not always.
They just change.
They change.
Is what happens is they shift and they change.
Or you become the bridge. This is one that I love. So like I feel that after I've joined circles and I've done some of these things, I've actually been able to pull some of those friends over the bridge, you know? And it was like,
or they've just come on their own, right?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, that's cool that I see that you've been doing this, and like
you become the example.
Yes, you become the example. Yeah. Exactly. It's so cool. Or like you said, you can pull them in. Right. Like it's easier
to think of it the other way around. Like then you become the person that's inspiring them, and they're getting pulled towards whatever you're doing.
Right.
So it's interesting. Yeah.
But it is really nice to like invite friends who you would never think would like enjoy that type of thing, and they come and they really enjoy it too. Right. Like there's surprises. But I think making friendships as an adult is all about putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. Yeah. It's about
looking.
Like, it's
putting
about
yourself out there. Yeah, you really have to do it.
It's about being honest about who you are and what you're into, because then that's where you find your people.
Yeah.
So if I'm into like knitting, I find a knitting club and I can, you know, make a whole bunch of new friends at knitting club. If I like trivia, I could go make friends at trivia.
Like, my cousins do that a lot. Yeah, it always sounds fun. I haven't gone, but it does look like
if I like hiking, I can join a hiking group, you know, meet up hike group, you know.
I did. Yeah, there's actually
I've done that
meetups.
Before. Yes, there's Pittsburgh meetups. Like that's how you can meet people who have the same hobbies as you, the same interests.
Yeah.
Because odds are if they have one interest alike, you could have multiple, you know, more interests and be into the same things, into the same books, into the same shows, into the same philosophies, into the same, you know, belief systems, whatever, like the things that really draw you to people.
Yeah.
So being real with what you like and owning it, like even if it's weird and, you know, or, you know, there's adults that love Squishmallows. It's okay to love Squishmallows. I know adults that love Squishmallows and they might be embarrassed about it, but like I will sit there and be so excited to come over and like lounge on your Squishmallows.
I know.
Like,
I mean, we have a bunch in my house for the kids. I'm not they're pretty great.
But you use them too.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So even if your thing is like My Little Pony and you're an adult, who cares? There's going to be other adults who love My Little Pony. Yeah. You know what I mean? Find your people. Exactly. Like,
honestly, so this is a strange example, but like when I decided to grow out my hair, right?
Yes, this is a great example.
Yeah, like I did not have social media prior to that. I think I had like
you didn't have it at all?
I had like a small Instagram account.
Wow, that's awesome.
And I didn't do much with it. Like it was like just I thought I'd post my kids and make friends. I had like 5 friends. They were my real life friends. Like it was like I don't know why I'm on here.
Right.
And then
why am I doing
why am I on here? And then I started looking up, like, I forget what I would Google, you know, like women with gray hair, growing out your grays and all these things. And I found that there was a community on Instagram that go through several different names. Now I found the Silver Sisters, right? But there's like a couple like different hashtags that you can use.
Oh, cool.
So I decided I'm going to make a public Instagram account, and I posted a photo and I followed like maybe like 10 gray-haired women that had similar hair texture or age to me, like or younger even. Like there's actually a lot of younger women too now. It's like 20s and 30s, just letting it go gray. And so I found that inspirational and motivating, and I opened an account and I friended a few. and I put up a story and I was like, here I go. And I tagged a few
Putting
people.
yourself out there, getting vulnerable, right?
All of these people started tagging me. It was like this warm sisterhood, silver sister community where they were like, we got a new one. And they started tagging me in their stories. Hundreds of people started friending me and like cheering me on. And we're like, you've got this, like grow them out. And like growing out your grays takes years. It took me like a year. They call it a year to the ear, basically like to get from here to here. It took over a year. So like it was a long time it was a commitment. And but it was a long time to like I've held those friendships. Like I don't actually speak to a lot of these women or will direct message. A few of them we've gone off and like made, I would say, like real friendships, right? But these were still women that like cheered me on, created a community. They're still there. And it was a really interesting experience to be held by that many people and like be cheered on by that. And I had to put myself out there to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a weird niche. Like I was like, this is
and
weird. No, there's thousands of women online.
Right.
Like
there's probably,
like you said, like
so
if you're into ponies, start your pony account.
And I
like,
know that like there is so many different online communities, and that's wonderful. And that's probably the easiest place.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for more in-person friends, join some of these meetup groups, take a workshop, take a class.
Yeah.
Like that's where you can, again, with things that you're interested in. Yeah. And you can really meet, like I've met a lot of good people in classes that I've taken as an adult in taking, because obviously we're into the same thing if we're taking this class. Like we're into this, what's this class is about. Like, because they're more continuing education classes. And then also workshops I've taken, like tarot classes I've taken, things at the library I've done. The library can be a good place and don't be afraid to meet friends, community centers.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to meet friends outside of your age group.
Oh, you should be friends outside of your age group.
You should.
That's actually a good point. Yeah.
Older and younger.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I like to be friends with like every decade. You know what I mean? Like all the numbers.
Yeah.
I want every decade. I want somebody in their 20s. I want friends in their 30s. I want friends in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Like, yes. And I do. Yeah. I do have friends
in all
that are every sort of age. And it makes me better. It makes me more well-rounded. I learn so much from them. They learn from me. And it just,
it's a whole experience. I feel that. I think as a younger person, I was always making friends with older, like a little bit older kids. And it's interesting now. I like to have both. Like I really like to have on both sides of me. It's a perspective thing. It keeps my perspective
for sure
open.
And it's really cool to see, like, as we're getting older, the younger generations and like how they've changed. Like they're not the way that we were when we were in our 20s. They're not. Like some of them are, but most of them, no, it's like so cool to see that. And so I bet that some of my older friends feel that way too.
Right.
You know, about us, you know, and everywhere in between. Like it's just so fulfilling. It really is. And it's like one of those things that, like, if you're afraid to make a friend that's older because you're afraid to be judged, just dip your toe in and do it. And then once you've done it once, you're like, oh, okay. Like,
I think even
they actually love me. And then vice versa.
Right. Too. Like, I think an older person might even be intimidated by making a younger friend too.
Exactly.
Like they might feel like they're like being passed.
It goes both ways.
It goes both ways.
Like, because I'm sure, you know, some of you might be sitting there being like, oh, well, I keep to my age range because I'm afraid to go younger. Like, what will they, you know, we're not going to have anything in common.
What is your commonality there?
I'm afraid to go older because, again, what's the commonality? Right. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. Okay, so I'll tell this one story about my one friend who she, in her 30s, this was years ago that this happened, but I just think it's hilarious. Okay. In her 30s, mid 30s, she went out to this like vacation. Where was it? Punta Cana? No, not Punta Cana. What's the other one that kind of sounds like Punta Cana?
Cancun?
No. It's like, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a vacation-y spot, right? She goes there with two of her friends who are in their 20s. Okay. So it's just her in her mid-30s.
Okay.
She's in her mid-30s and they're in their 20s. Like maybe mid-20s, early 20s, like 20s. Okay. And, you know, she's like expecting to party. No. So she goes there. She says to me, because that's how we were when we were in our 20s, right? Party. And she said, they're just on Tinder. So they're sitting there on Tinder the whole time. She's like trying to scope out guys in the area. She's like, they're on their phones the whole time. And then she told them like, oh, there's live music. I see that there's live music playing like down the street at this bar or this restaurant or whatever. You guys want to go? Like, and they're like, I don't like live music. They said they don't like live music. She's on the phone with me because they're off on their phones. I'm like, where are they right now?
Yeah.
I think they're meeting up with some guy at the bar from Tinder. And I was like, oh my God, because it would have been so different when we were in our 20s. There was no Tinder. Like we had to just meet guys at the bar,
go out
and meet them, right? Like that was your Tinder.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, we were always all about the live music. Like that was huge, you know. I mean, and I've honestly, that was the first time I've ever heard that somebody doesn't like live music. Like that to me seemed like impossible. Like, you know, I get not liking certain genres or whatever, but like, yeah, it was just really, it was surprising to us. So it's not always what you would expect, right?
Right. It's different. Yeah. They're a different generation.
Yeah. And they were already friends too. Like they were friends, but I guess they never vacationed together. So
yeah,
that was just surprising things that they learned, you know, on vacation together. But yeah, so
vacationing with your friend is a level. Like it's like the next, like when you said it's like dating.
It is like dating, right?
You know, there's levels of like, oh, I've never like spent like an overnight with this friend. Like it is so silly.
Or even certain things. Like I would love to do certain things with this friend, but not this thing. Like I would go to this place with this friend. Like I'd go to museums with this friend, but I probably wouldn't go to like the beach with her. Do you know what I mean? Like there's different, like you got different friends for different things.
Absolutely.
And that's great. That's wonderful.
I told you. So I have 3 aunts, and my older aunt, I'll go to them for advice. You know, they're the aunts. And one of them did tell me, make friends in your 40s. And make friends that are also younger than you too. Like it was just an interesting perspective because she had said to me, now I want to say she was probably in her 70s at this point, that it was harder for her now, that she had wished she had made more friends as an adult, as a solidified person,
as a younger adult,
like
because she's
40,
still
like
because
because she's still an adult, right? You're right. She's still an adult. But I mean, like you make those friends maybe in your like teens and 20s, and those aren't the friends that you're gonna carry you through.
That's not your friends in your 40s. Maybe sometimes some of you keep your
but
friends,
like even into your 60s. I think what she was saying was like make your friends in your 40s that
you're gonna have
into your 60s and 70s. Yeah. Like those are the ones that you'll have, you know, which I think is now again, I do think there's some examples where people have like those lifelong childhood.
There's always exceptions.
There's always the exceptions.
Always, for sure. Right.
But when it comes to making friends as an adult, yeah, I think it's important to like
I love that advice. Yeah. Like that's good advice. I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, you should always be making new friends. Like I am so lucky, and I know that I am, because I make friends really easy. I do. I could make friends in the bathroom. I make friends at the DMV every time I go, because I just sit there and I'm like, and then there's people around me, so I just end up chit-chatting with them.
I told you I spent the whole day chatting.
Yes,
jury duty.
And
I was like, thank God, there was at least one other person that didn't want to sit in complete silence for hours.
But not everybody can do that.
I know.
Not everybody can do that.
Sometimes
not everybody can make
to
friends like that.
Like sometimes it's not for me.
Yes,
today it wasn't. I've been on an airplane.
There's
one
sometimes
time
where I can't do it either. Right?
I was the headphone girl. I was like, not today, guys. Like not today, but
nope.
Today at jury duty.
No eye contact, where you're just like, don't make eye contact because people will talk to me. Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes I do want to. Yeah. I agree. I actually I can easily make small talk and chat with people and be friendly. But I find for me, it takes longer to develop an intimate friendship. I'm probably less vulnerable right away. I think, I think it takes that
and that's fair. Yeah. That's so fair. And it does take time. It can take time. So, but where I was going with that is being good at making friends. I am a good friendship matchmaker. Oh. I'm really good because I have, I make friends a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, Erin, you would love Amanda. Like you guys would get along so well. And then they do. And it's like, it's even better than being like a romantic matchmaker. No, friendship matchmakers, where it's at.
Yeah.
And okay, so most of us, if you don't, then I can be your friendship matchmaker. But like a lot of us have that friend that's like makes friends really easily and whatever. And maybe whatever you feel about her or him, like let them fix you up with a friend. Let them fix you up with a friend.
Right.
Let yourself get set up with a friend. Okay. Have blind dates with friends.
Good idea. I know, right?
But really, it's like that. It is like that.
Yeah.
It's just as vulnerable as it is dating.
Yeah.
But yeah, go out with your friends and your friends' friends and allow yourself to be open.
Yeah.
And if you have those friends that make friends easy, I think I've said the word friends so many times.
Friends.
Let your friends help you make friends.
But they will. I agree with that. I agree. And I think there is a level of like you're not wrong. Like one of my very good college friends was almost like a setup. Yeah. And it was like my neighbor, he was moving. He was older than me. And he was like, no, you're going to love her. Like you guys are going to get along. You guys are going to get along. And like we're still friends to this day.
Right. And that's
he was great.
And doesn't it feel good when somebody is like, oh my gosh, you're going to love this person. You're going to love this person.
Yeah.
Because I was like, they're also telling that person like, you're going to love like you're going to love them.
Yeah. It was a match. And now, honestly, I'm still friends with that person and I'm not friends with the guy that set us up. You know what I mean?
Like, that happens too. Yeah. That happens too.
Yeah.
It's okay to like have certain friends for certain times in your life.
Oh, yes.
Seasonal. Seasonal. And that can be said about relationships too. Yeah. Like this relationship or friendship is just carrying you through to the next season, to the next phase. And that's okay. Like, but ghosting's never cool, even when it's a friend.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Ghosting is never cool.
There's a difference. There's a difference between like slowly, easing out and just completely ghosting. Like that never feels good.
No. Well, that's not. Good. I think there's like a maturity level that it takes to hold a boundary, and
in a healthy
ghosting
way.
Ghosting is not holding a boundary.
It's right. Like no, it's ghosting is not holding a boundary. I mean, other people might argue with us on that. That might be controversial, but I agree. Ghosting is not holding a boundary because holding a boundary is doing something good for yourself. Like it's for you, but not at the expense of others. Like,
well, yeah, I think there's a reason for an explanation or to say, like boundaries are,
or even an easing,
putting up a boundary for yourself and saying like, if this continues, I can no longer be friends with you.
Right.
That's not the same as ghosting.
That's not. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even easing out instead of just like, oh, we're hot this minute. Friendships do that too, though. Like,
yeah.
I just ran into a friend at the school pickup. I was picking my son up.
Yeah.
And I ran into a friend that I've had for years, but we don't always see each other, but when we do, it's like picking it up. You pick it up where you left off. And we were talking about another friend who kind of just like ghosted us. Yeah. It's kind of a ghosted situation. Yeah. We were talking like, it kind of sucks. Like, cause we don't know why. And it's just like, even if they're, cause the thing that was ghosting was that like, we'd send messages and get nothing back. And
I got ghosted so hard by a friend that like she changed her number.
Oh,
like I literally went to call her.
It's like, at least just send a message like, hey, I'm really busy. Like,
no,
something, anything like, but just to not respond for like a ridiculous amount of time to where it's like, okay, you're never going to respond to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
and it's multiple times. Like, yeah. So wait, sorry, go ahead. What was your...
Oh, no. I mean, it was just like, she got a new phone number.
How did you know she changed her number?
Because when you called, the number was no longer in service.
Oh, what if it was somebody else? Like, the answer, like, you know, what if somebody else took her number and it was like, I'm not Gina.
I know, right?
Melvin or something. Like,
I knew it was a ghosting because it was her style to do with a lot of other people.
Right.
So it wasn't like,
yes, don't ignore the red flags of friendship too.
Right. And again, this was a young friend. This was a friendship that was over before 20, and it would have continued on had she not ghosted me.
Maybe it wouldn't have.
She reached back out probably like 5 years later.
Oh.
And invited me to her bridal shower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
It was quite the twist. I did not.
That is a twist.
I did not attend. I felt that 5 years of ghosting was a friendship ender. I didn't attend. I don't know. Give me your thoughts on that. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong. I think that's like really shocking that she would ghost you and then invite you to her bridal shower. Was she filling a quota or something?
I don't know. Like, right? I was like, do you want a gift? Like, I was like so beyond.
Right. Then you spiral.
It was shocking. Like, it was a bit shocking. Yeah.
Again, as the more we talk about it, the more I feel like I'm driving home that friendships are like relationships.
Yes.
Like, they're just like romantic relationships.
I know. And not me personally, but I have other friends that were truly traumatized by some of their friendships. Like, not
100,
but like,
I have been.
Right.
I have been.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Like,
for sure. Like, that deeply traumatized.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that is hard to, like, any relationship.
That is hard to bounce back from.
Absolutely.
In a deep way. And again, there's a difference between making like a bunch of superficial friends and then your deep friendship. So there's levels of friendship too. And you can have many levels of friendship.
That was an intimate friendship. was an intimate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
mine was too.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I have been
so
burned.
much fun.
Now that I think, I'm like, actually, that was a little bit of a trust issue there.
Yeah.
Leading back into friendships.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And then her just popping back into your life.
Because my number had not changed. Anyway. No, but I do
wait till we actually start talking about relationships. I mean, no, this is relationships though, because friendships are part of relationships.
It builds you, it's for sure.
There's romantic relationships and then there's friendships.
Yeah.
Like, friendships are so important, and this is why it's so hard as an adult. So, here's a question that I would love for you guys to just answer. What do you think makes it so hard to make friends as an adult? Like, what is the gap to be bridged here? Like,
I think it's the vulnerability.
I think so too. That's my opinion. I think it's the afraid to put yourself out there, afraid to be vulnerable, and that's being vulnerable. It's putting yourself out there. Fear of rejection, for sure.
Like, you're not gonna like me if I'm my most authentic self. Are you still going to want to be friends? Right. Like, and
is that girl does she even want to say hi to me in the bathroom or whatever, like, do they even care? Like, or are they even, I don't know, cause it is. It's a self-worth thing too. It's, cause you'll see people and you'll be like, oh, well, they have designer stuff on and I don't, or whatever it may be. And you're like, oh, well, they would never be friends with me. That is not true. Not true at all. Or they're, whatever reason it is. Because I know I've put a million reasons in my head not to talk to people. And then luckily I have this shade that turns over that and is like, who cares?
Right?
You're never going to see him again. Like,
that's almost actually some of the best conversations I've ever had were with strangers.
Yeah. People I've never seen
before.
I'll
never see again.
I'll never see. Yes. So I try to just put that attitude into things.
Yeah.
Or like, what do I have to lose? Like, What do I have to lose here?
I think that's a great attitude to have about it, because I think that's the part, the fear, the vulnerability, the fear of rejection.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose?
You already don't have that friend, so they don't want to be your friend. So then what do you have to lose?
And rejection sucks and hurts, but like when it comes to friendships too, I'm getting closer.
Get in there. Tell them.
When it comes to friendships, you don't want to be friends with that person that would reject you.
Right.
You do not want that energy in your life. So thinking of it like that, like if I'm going to say hi to you and like try to be friendly or whatever, for whatever reason, you know, and you reject me, well, I dodged that bullet too, you know, like you have to think of it like that. You really, really do.
Absolutely.
And really, you should think about that in relationships too, but we're not talking about that. Friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and honestly, the more you put yourself out there, I mean, truly, when it comes to friendships, like, I guarantee you 8 out of 10 times, it's gonna be great.
Well, and the more
maybe
you're
even
doing
9 out of 10
like,
times, really. Like,
if it's something you truly love too, like then you're gonna find your people. I tell my children this, and they're still in school and they're young, but I'm like, you know, you have time to find your people. You want to find your people. You don't want to play with the kid that's playing the game that you don't even like. You think you like this kid, and you're trying to be good at this game because you're trying to play with them, but you don't even like that game.
You don't even like that game. Yeah.
You don't want to play that game. You're just, you know, you're trying to be someone else. And that, I think a lot of people try or do that. And
it's and they still do that
skill.
as an adult.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's part of it's part of learning.
Yeah.
Like it really is. It's a part of emotional maturity. It's a part of, you know, just really stepping into who you are, to your authenticity, and just not caring about, you know, people judging you. Stop judging yourself, you know, that kind of thing. Like,
so I recently did meet some new people. It's funny, like we're talking about this as I joined Pittsburgh Meetup, and I'm members of several meetup groups, and sometimes they meet up and sometimes they don't. Like it just, some of them do and some of them don't. And one of them was an edible plants and herbalist nature walk, and he took over the group and he set up a walk, and I signed up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And as the time starts looming, I'm like, oh, I'm going to this thing, and I'm telling my mom, and I was like, I'm a little bit nervous, and she's like, why? I said, I don't know, I don't know any of these people, like they're just all strangers to me. And she's like, you know, she's not shy. She's very social. And so she understands where I get that way. But like, she's like, you know, they're going to be nice. It's going to be fine. And you signed up for this. Like, it's okay. But even I, who enjoys doing these things and signed myself up for it, was like, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. I did go, and I had a wonderful time. And it was just a group of us standing in the woods, like literally walking. And I was like, oh, look, there's a Jack in a pulpit. And everybody was like, where? And I'm like, right here. And we were all excited, like showing each other these plants and like literally just eating leaves and like trying different things. And like,
I love this story. Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, you never get to walk around with strangers and like have them be like, look at this leaf. Do you want to try it? You know? And I was like, these are my people.
Yes.
Did I exchange phone numbers with anybody?
But that's okay.
No.
You had that beautiful social experience.
Well, and he does it again. So like there's opportunities to go on these walks again and be like, do I
missed opportunities? Right.
Yeah. Like there's other opportunities to continue on. And, and the next walk, it'll probably be a whole different group. Like it's a large group, and he only allows like, I think 10 per walk or something. So it's like each time you're meeting new people, maybe next time I'll meet somebody different, and then something, or you know, but
having those experiences, having putting yourself out there.
So like Ease, as I'm sitting here saying like, put yourself out there and do it, I was like,
but it is so nervous. I love that you were talking about that, because even somebody who's also admittedly good at making friends, you think I don't get nervous?
I get nervous.
Oh my God, I get nervous. Sometimes I get social anxiety, and I was like, why am I getting social? You know, different things like that.
Why did I sign up for this? Why did I even sign up?
Resistance is a huge thing that we need to talk about here too, because I think that's another key thing.
Yeah.
So vulnerability and resistance.
Yeah.
Resistance is a huge key thing that keeps people away from doing these things that we're talking about, to getting themselves out there, to being vulnerable, to going to this group, to going to this workshop, to going to this class, to taking these, you know, meetup things.
Right.
Resistance. So
it's just exposure therapy, really. It's like you just have to get through it.
You got to push yourself.
Got to do it.
Sometimes resistance is truly your body telling you, you need this. You need this.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually something you need. There's a difference between like getting an intuitive hit that says like, I shouldn't be doing this, to resistance where I really need this. I'm resisting what I need. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, when you
we naturally
when you're
change.
getting right, resist change.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even make yourself like physically sick if you're, you know. But like when it's like an intuitive hit that's like, I should not do this, it feels different. It does. And I think if you sit with it, you can come up with different times to where you got an intuitive hit that says, I shouldn't do this, and it was right. Or, you know, what it felt like. And then intuitive hits to where, or resistance to where I felt like I shouldn't do this, and then push myself to do it. And it was great. The difference between those feelings is something that's notable, and that you should sit with in this making friends, because there is going to be plenty of times where resistance will come up and you're going to talk yourself out of doing these things.
Right.
And that's okay. It happens. But really try to push past the resistance. And if you want more advice or help with that, let us know, because we can talk a little bit more about resistance versus like, you know, intuitive hits and things like that. Like, because I do, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, like with people that I talk to, and, you know, running a women's group for years and years, like resistance, it comes up a lot. And that's something
that's interesting
that should
actually
be talked about here in this topic.
I have a story about that.
Okay. Yeah,
I do. Well, it's a little bit deeper, but it's interesting. Like, I think I've told you about this. Like, I call it the hour of the horse. Do you remember the story?
Yes.
Because my youngest son had heart surgery, and they had to close a hole in his heart, and there was blood flowing in one direction. And one doctor came prior to the surgery, and he said, the heart is like a horse. And when they stopped the hole and they stopped the blood flow and they pushed it into a different direction, he said, after the surgery, expect complications, right? He said, expect everything to go off, like all the little monitors, right? Everything's going to go off. He's not just going to recover quickly. And he said, because the horses always rear up when they change directions. And I took that advice so hard into my life, because it was completely true. After his surgery, all the bells and whistles were going off. It was more like 48 hours. And
but you didn't freak out as much as you would have if he wouldn't have told you that.
Yeah. He said, like, this is the horses are rearing up. The horses are rearing up. Right. And so probably months later, after he recovered, he was fine, and I can digest the whole thing myself. And I'm thinking about that story, and I'm probably like changing direction in my life in some way at the time, because I was thinking to myself, the amount of resistance I feel when I'm about to do something new or I'm about to change directions is insane. It's like such pushback, right? Like, I made the decision to make the change consciously.
And you think like, oh, I'm just going to do it, and it's going to be easy because I made this decision. I am assured on this. I'm assured on this decision.
Right. And then everything in your body rears up. And is like,
oh, right.
Like, we're not doing that.
Yes.
But what I took from that was, it's actually that resistance right there. Like, that's the key that you push through, and you push through the resistance, and then the horses start galloping in the correct direction, and they can just go, and you have to move past that resistance. So it was like a really huge life lesson for me. And I call it the hour of the horse. That's what it's the hour of the horse. Now it's just like more than an hour probably, but that's what I refer to it as, the resistance. Everything in your body is going to rear up.
I love that story. I love that analogy. I love all of it. Yes. And I'm really thinking that maybe we should do like a whole podcast on resistance, because this is a big thing. So yeah, I'm glad that we mentioned it here.
Yeah.
On making friends, because as we're sitting here saying, oh yeah, it's easy. Just
right.
Do this,
put yourself out there.
Put yourself out there. No, it is. We know that it's not easy. I just want to say that, like, please don't think that we're coming here and saying like this is easy and everybody says it's not. No. We just noticed that this is something that a lot of people are struggling with. It's just a hot topic, and we want to try to help in any way that we can, because it's not easy. It's not.
No,
it's not. No.
No, I'm pushing through that.
And even for those who it's like, a little bit easier for.
Right.
Like I said, it's easy. Like I had said before, like, oh, I'm lucky that it's easier for me to make friends than other people. But it's not always easy for me. And it's not easy. Like, it just...
There's still resistance.
And there's so much vulnerability. And after being vulnerable, so there's the resistance. And then once you do it,
right?
Once you do it, and you're vulnerable, and you're like, oh shit, I was just really vulnerable there. You have that like vulnerable fatigue.
Yeah.
Where you like,
wow,
you sit in bed and you're like, wow, I shared a lot. Or I just really put myself out there or whatever. And you just like, you take a breath with that, or, and different reactions for different times. It's not like you're going to have that reaction every single time, but that is a normal reaction too, to have like the vulnerability fatigue is what I'm going to call it. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And, just reminding yourself, like what I try to do in moments like that is I'm like, it's all right. It's okay.
Right.
It's all right. Hopefully my vulnerability helped them know that they can be vulnerable. Same when I like fart in front of people for the first time.
Right.
There's a vulnerability there. There's a vulnerability there.
To be the first.
To be the right? Or even you're first. Even if you have farted in front of me, but I've never farted in front of you, it's like, so
right.
So what I like to do, because it is very vulnerable, I just like, I giggle. I just giggle. I call it out.
Yeah.
Or like, I have friends that like will say things like, those ducks, or, we just like say something funny about it. Like, cause everybody farts, everybody burps, everybody, so like, yeah.
I love that about you. It's your humanness.
And
human. Like,
and I try to just, to tell myself, like, I'm human. We all do this.
Yeah.
We're all doing this here. We're all pooping and farting and burping. And, so if I'm going to spray the poo-poo spray, but I pooped in there. Like, it happened.
Right.
Like, it's okay. And hopefully I keep thinking of it as like, hopefully my vulnerability will help others to feel more comfortable being vulnerable. And I think it does.
I agree with that. I think that's like, that ties back to the idea of like, when you see someone inspiring you and your vulnerability is inspiring.
Right.
For sure. I feel that for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Yeah. So your different traits, think of all the different traits you have that could be like
inspiring
to others,
for sure.
Or attractive to others,
Right.
Like, yeah.
Like those people on the walk, they thought it was cool when I found the Jack in the Pulpit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody thinks that's cool, but I found like 6 people solid that were like, oh my God, really? And I was like, yeah, it's right there. It's right there.
Right.
Like that felt great. It was like,
it does feel so good. It feels so good to find your people, find people that are into the weird shit that you're into, that are into the different things that you're into, or just whatever. It's put yourself out there.
One of the first retreat I ever went on, and I met someone, I won't mention names, but like we were literally part of the most weird niche camping experience that you could be part of. The where you dress up and camp.
Oh,
Tanya?
Yes.
Like
okay,
this was
sorry.
something.
Yes.
Yeah, it was called like the Buck Skinners Club, which is like not a lot of people do that, and I can't believe that I actually found someone on this retreat that was like,
I forgot you did that too. Because I knew the other friend that did it. Yeah,
my aunts were Buck Skinners.
That's right.
Like,
that's right.
We did this like dress up style camping where
you
really
just never know too.
And on that retreat I was like, no way, you were a Buck Skinner? Like, holy cow.
When we do the retreats, it is so cool to watch everybody like have those moments like, oh no, wait, you like that too, or oh whatever, like really find these common interests and really get excited to meet somebody that is into what you're into or had the same experience you had or anything, even the sad experiences. Like It's even exciting to like, you went through that too. Like, I wouldn't say exciting, but maybe just comforting, validating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Comforting. Right. Right. So yeah, you can even bond over trauma too.
I mean, trauma
bonding is a real thing.
It's a thing. Because trauma bonding essentially is you regulating yourself, co-regulating with another person over your trauma. Should you be regulating over your trauma? Likely no, but you're doing it with a human being. Do you know what I mean? So like there is a level of regulation there, and there's a level of commonality.
And I think trauma bonding in a container like a retreat,
right,
or a therapy setting or whatever it may be, like where it's a controlled, safe space environment,
right,
is
where you're not just like going off and like allowing it to be like and safe space, holding safe spaces for people too. Like I think that's also part of it. Like it's not just the people aren't able to be vulnerable, there's not a safe place for them to be,
and that's where like I was saying, the moon circles, right? You know, there's red tents,
like
there's
trivia
moon
night,
circles.
I'm not going to be into
that. Oh right, you're not going to be vulnerable at trivia night, right? Like only to a certain extent,
a certain degree,
right? To a certain degree. But yeah, there are moon circles for men, moon circles for women, like circles. There's kids circles too. Like there's things for kids too. But for whatever type of human being you are, I guarantee you there is a support group or some type of circle.
Right. Or a meeting
or meetup, right, for you. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
So it's just getting out there and looking.
I mean, there's meetup groups that just play board games places and like just do little
and you don't even have to commit to these friendships. Like you can just be the meetup, you know, I'm just gonna come to all the meetup trivia nights, or I'm just gonna come up to all the media or meetup game nights, you know, like if you're afraid to commit to a friend, you know, like feel them out, ask them on dates, friend dates, like hangouts, you know, and if they're not right for you, that's okay. And it's even easier to ease away or whatever than it is to break up with somebody. Like, yeah.
Well, and I think even as an adult, friendship, like versus schools, right, where you see that person every day, all the time,
stuck with that.
You're kind of stuck, whereas like an adult, you can create that space and you can ease out of it a lot easier.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people who say like that they just moved here and they're trying to meet people, and that's where they'll come to like my workshops or the moon circles and things like that, and that's wonderful, because that can be a hard place to meet friends, is when you've just moved to a new town. Also, when you go through a breakup, because sometimes you lose all your friends. Maybe all your friends or most of your friends or whatever, a lot of your friends, and you're dealing with that grief. Like,
that's a huge one. That's a huge loss there.
Yeah. When your kids are different ages, sometimes that can be hard, you know, like maybe you had kids and then your kids are out of the house and all your friends, like, they only talk about their kids, and now you're like, well, I'm in a different stage. You know, different stages and changes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can be hard. But that's where we're talking about, you know, having a lot of different types of friends in all sorts of different age ranges, all sorts of different like walks of life and things like that. Like I'm in a phase where I don't want any more children. I have a almost 18-year-old insane. Mind is blown. I don't want any more kids, but I love kids. I love them. So I can go snuggle Amanda's children or my other friends' kids, and I can like get that mommy,
it's part of the tribe,
out of there by helping, and I'm also helping them. I'm helping them by kind of watching their kids, helping them with their kids, but also getting my fix,
right?
My little kid fix at the same time. Like there's some beautiful ways that the dance is a friendship, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think that it goes back to having like a tribal living, a community living, where it probably was even easier than to like.
It was so easy. I don't think people.
I know.
Yeah, maybe there was catty things, and maybe there was cliques. I'm sure there were.
But especially as a mom, and feeling like that was probably an easier way to get breaks, and then to have other women helping mother your children.
Yeah,
having this community of women.
And, and if you're looking for that, if you don't have any, non-mom friends that you would like to come snuggle your children, again, come do a Moon Circle. Right? There's more. There's a lot of us out there.
And in the Moon Circle too, there's actually a lot of variations.
Like such variations.
Love, too, that I'm meeting women in Circle that are like, I say, like through the other side of menopause, or like there's things that we can discuss there, because I am looking for advice, or looking for, what am I looking forward to? Do you know? So like, I love seeing that too.
You know what else I love? Friends of different cultures.
Yeah.
I love making friends with humans of different cultures. I love learning about their cultures. I love just, getting, it's just beautiful to just have, it makes me feel well-rounded. I feel like I learned so much, we just learn, and we're all humans.
Yeah.
So I like, having a blend of different humans.
Yeah.
Same with men. I like to have friends that are men, not just friends that are women. I know we talked a lot about that, but like the friendship between men and women is a special one too. And it's healing, if you've been hurt by men in the past, it could be really healing to have male friendships, like safe male friendships.
Right.
And vice versa. Right. If you've been hurt by women, and you're a man, like having safe female friendships. It's really beautiful to have. So I think that's important too. Like, the variety. Variety is just so important. Why limit yourself?
Call it the bouquet.
The bouquet.
Yeah. It's always better with like all the
bouquet, the buffet. Yeah, whatever.
Right?
Buffet, bouquet.
Smorgasbord.
My one friend, I'll never forget when she told me that her child was bisexual and how excited she was about it. And she was like, he gets the whole buffet,
Right.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's the way to look at it, right?
Yeah,
like
all the options.
Why limit ourselves to this or that when you can have both?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how have you made friends more recently? Is it through Circle mostly?
Through Circle. Yes. And through work. My clients end up becoming my friends a lot of times too. It doesn't always happen that way, but I feel like if I click with somebody, I'll invite them to Circle, and then that's how they become friends.
Right.
Now, my male friendships, I feel like I've reconnected with some like male friendships from like my past, like reconnections.
Yeah.
And then also through my partner, my boyfriend. And then through my friends, like I become friends with their partners and their partners' friends, and doing things, with that friendship setup, where, we just kind of meet each other's people and click. You either click or you don't. And it's okay if you don't too. But I do notice that the older I get to, I'm really honoring when I don't want to go and be social.
Mm-hmm.
Like honoring that, like I love to be social and I am a social person, but also like I enjoy my time alone because I think there's a balance to be had there too.
I think
knowing
the older
yourself
you are, the
and
more
what your balance
valuable.
is.
Like you value time differently.
Yes,
as
you
you're
do.
Older. Yeah,
definitely. And so I don't want to sit here and seem like I'm like, take all the friends, get all the people, blah blah blah, because there is something to be said about quality over quantity. Right.
Absolutely.
So I'm not saying to ignore that by any means. Just to be open-minded, to find your quality, find your, close.
Well, it takes a little bit of time.
It does. It takes
time to get to that level of like friendship, intimacy, trust. Yeah.
Intimacy, trust, vulnerability, right?
It takes time.
Like,
I think especially if you've had bad experiences or you have a wall, or there's, even for me, maybe at least, I would say it takes me even more time after experiences like that to then
for sure
want to be vulnerable again. So it's like, it takes time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So honor yourself and how you're feeling too. And please, comment more to us. Share with us. Give us questions.
How are you guys making friends?
Yes. How are you making friends? What's difficult for you to make friends? What's easy for you to make friends? Like, things, give us some tips, to share.
I'd love to know more if there's other than Meetup, which has it has a lot of different types of groups, but really other than that, it's kind of like, where are other people meeting up? What groups are you guys joining?
Yes, please let us know. Yeah. And let us know if you have any topics that you want to hear about, that you want us to talk about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Open to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for being here with us. And should we do it together?
Ready?
Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and protect your sanctuary. Bye. And we thought that wouldn't be an hour.